Hello, so this is the reading for September 4th through September 10th. I'm going to be using the Viator Somniorum Oniromancy deck. It used to be called the El Chiringa deck, but now it's Viator Somniorum. And I'm getting ready to do another Kickstarter for this deck within the next month. But it's a great deck. It uses dream themes. It's inspired by Carl Jung and Marie-Louise von Franz and lucid dreaming. So you'll see a lot of these cards will have dream themes in them. So our past position, we have the Warrior card, and we have Dancing and World of Dreams. So the Warrior card is about fighting for what you believe in, defending what you love. And warriors have their own code of ethics, so they all follow a code and adhere to that, and they try to live in honor, right? So it's about being honorable in what you do, but also loving and caring about something so much that you are willing to fight for it. Dancing is about partnership. It can be romantic or it can be a business, and the point of this card is similar to a dance. So when we trust our dance partner, we don't step on their toes. We allow them to lead, and they trust us as well. So it's a beautiful act rather than a battle of wills. The moment you don't trust your partner, or the moment you exert your own will, you can ruin the beauty of the dance. So it's really about being in flow and trusting another person or somebody that you are wanting to have a partnership with. And World of Dreams is about, our perfect life, how we envision the world and what we want for ourselves, what our perfect outcome would be. So this is about the collective fighting for these partnerships and connections that are going to lead to our world of dreams. And that's what's setting the stage. How do we get there? So what comes next in the past present position is inspiration. So the very recent energy is that we are inspired. We are inspired to, and if we looked at this next card, it's look within, but it's in reverse. So we're inspired by the outside world, which will affect our inner world. And what we're doing right now is we're trying to avoid outcomes and extremes that we do not want to happen. So we're trying to manifest our world of dreams while we are avoiding the outcomes we do not want. So this is a time about really sitting down and figuring out what is it that I want for myself and what is it that I do not want in my life. This is the core and the driver. It's the center of the card. So normally we would look inside ourselves and follow our intuition to find the answers that we need. But this is telling us to look at the outer world. Instead of being so caught up and stuck in our own heads, we look outside of ourselves and we look at what's happening in the world around us to determine where we go next. So the next card in the future position is we come out of shame. So if you've been struggling with shame and themes of shame in your life, or you feel like shame drives your course of action, you're going to be moving out of that energy, and it's telling you to avoid these bad outcomes. Don't make decisions based off of shame, right? And we're also going to be coming out of illusion. So whatever illusions that we had in our lives, they're going to kind of be clearing away as time goes on. And we also begin to come out of fear. So shame and fear-based decisions aren't going to drive us anymore. And they may be part of this illusion that we experience. We may feel like we need these things to be successful, but we don't. If anything, they're going to hinder our success. So now I'm going to quickly take the Gothmancy deck. This deck was created by me and Daniela Efe. And it's an alchemy-based deck, but it also takes goth, punk rock, and new wave themes and film. And it's kind of like a 90s capsule too. But this is a fun one. So I like to use this to clarify. Okay. The warrior energy in the past is related to tower energy. So this means like divine intervention and change that we may not necessarily have wanted to have, but is happening. And this is in the past position. So in the past, if this is a marker in a time of your life when you are really fighting for what you love and what you believe in, and a lot of great change and a lot of sudden intense events were happening that kind of threw you a little off course, but this is a change that's necessary because it's created by the divine. This partnership, there's Two of Swords, so there's these two opposing forces that meet and they form like a type of like truce or standstill. And so we have dancing, partnership of two, and we have Two of Swords. Swords are related to the mind, so it's thoughts. So at this point, there's a partnership, but you were not sure about what direction to take regarding this partnership. And then Two of Wands, another two in terms of World of Dreams, is about pretty much like looking over and assessing your domain and seeing where you want to go next. And in this card, there's a moment where the cosmic egg is cracked open and these new possibilities and directions are opened up. So the world of dreams is in sight and we're all working on our way to getting there. Inspirations. The inspiration is a very Queen of Wands energy, lots of charisma. Queen of Wands is someone who's really good with animals. Lots of passion, lots of will, lots of drive. She's someone who's very sexy, like people want to be around her. So that very like impassioned and lively energy is the fuel for this inspiration. It's the type of fire that's being lit. So the look within, at the core of the reading, is a Three of Swords energy, which is, related to heartbreak, betrayal. It's a very intense card. So as we're making our way to achieving our dreams, to getting on the path we want, we have to start healing our deep inner woundings and our inner pain. And we need to look at that, which is very difficult. But if you want this world of dreams, this is how we're going to get there. And if we want to avoid these negative outcomes, we need to heal this wounding. We need to figure out where it's coming from, what the source is, and then we need to work it out. When we do that, we move away from this murder card energy. Is very intense. It's like Mount Vesuvius. It's very violent, very explosive. If things are repressed and they're not discharged, they can end in ruin, right? So the more we work with these pains, the more we heal them, the more we like diffuse that energy, right? And it allows us to move forward on a divine path. The divine guides this person, and they're taking these polarities, this yin and yang energy, and they're balancing the two in order to drive their chariot forward. So there is the act of like creating balance and managing these energies in your life to prevent getting in a murder card energy mode, right? In order to proceed. We deal with clearing out shame by tempering ourselves. You can see the act of what they're doing is they're purifying the water and they're pouring it into one vessel into another. Once again, there's these opposites, right? You can consider it like yin and yang, solar and lunar. We see solar and lunar here as well, so it's really about balancing these extremes and creating harmony. And when we work on shame, it's like the act of temperance. It's healing. So we have to slowly, this reading has a lot to do with healing. The more healing you do, the more the energy begins to change. And the illusion, we have Page of Wands, so we have a Queen of Wands and a Page of Wands. This is the more evolved energy of the wands. This is, you know, young, passionate, ready to like infuse projects. Like this is somebody who can make any project or anything they do ignite and take off. And there's a very youthful quality to it. And I'm seeing a lot of pumpkins and fall imagery, so there might be a lot coming in the fall. This is going to be a really busy fall, so if you have projects or stuff you wanted to work on, this is going to be a really good time to do that. The fall is going to be crucial for that. But this Page of Wands energy is going to counteract these illusions. The more we are in the Page of Wands energy, the more we're able to break free of the illusions being cast. And fear. We're coming out of fear because there was a Hanged Man period that we were in where we changed our perception. So we like willingly suspended ourselves, right? Like Odin who hung himself upside down and plucked his own eye. There's like a sacrifice here. So there's a sacrifice made in order to change one's perspective, and it's in regards to fear. So as we work through the fears that we have, it's asking us, like, you need to stop and take a moment and change your perspective in order to work through the fear, because fear and shame seem like they can generate outcomes that we don't want, is the message I'm getting. So we have to specifically look to these areas, work with that, and then we'll get to this world of dreams that we're wanting. And I'm going to pull just one card quickly from the new deck. Eve and I are testing out this new deck, and we've been doing a lot of readings with them, and it's a really powerful deck, and I'm really excited about creating it and sharing it with everybody. And so, self-mastery. So the deck is telling us that we need to focus on self-mastery. The more we focus on self-mastery, the better our outcome is going to be, which seems pretty straightforward to me. But yeah, so this is a reading for September 4th through September 10th. If you have any questions about any of the decks, the Viator Somniorum Dream deck, let me know, the Gothmancy deck. And if you have any questions about the new deck, definitely message me. If you want to get a reading with the new deck, I would love to give free readings for that, so I can start, getting a better handle of how this deck is working out for people. But yeah, so I hope everybody has a good day. I hope this reading was helpful, and enjoy the week. Goodbye.